A startling number of rock music legends have died in the 2020s so far. We've had to say goodbye to dozens of all-time legends across every possible rock genre, from acoustic ballads to heavy metal and everything in between. In this video, we pay tribute to 30 classic rock stars who are being remembered by their fans at Legacy.com, where you can add your own memories to the memorials for all these musicians and many more. Musician Eddie Van Halen became one of rock and roll's guitar gods as a founder of the band that bears his name, Van Halen. He wrote hits for the group including Jump and Panama, and he famously played guitar on Michael Jackson's Beat It. He died in October 2020 of throat cancer at the age of 65. Singer-songwriter Gordon Lightfoot is known for classic songs like Sundown and The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Lightfoot is remembered as one of Canada's greatest songwriters, a 16-time Juno Award winner whose music influenced many other artists. He died in May 2023 of natural causes at the age of 84. With John Lodge on bass and vocals and Graham Edge holding things down on drums, the Moody Blues put their own R&B-inspired twist on progressive rock. Lodge is known for writing and singing hits such as Isn't Life Strange and I'm Just a Singer in a Rock and Roll Band, while Edge was the band's only constant member throughout their long career. John Lodge died in October 2025 at the age of 82, and Graham Edge died in November 2021 at the age of 80. Neil Peart was the longtime drummer and lyricist for the landmark progressive rock band Rush. Fans and fellow musicians widely regard him as one of the greatest and most influential drummers of all time. He died in January 2020 of brain cancer at the age of 67. Brothers Robbie Bachman and Tim Bachman, along with Randy Bachman and Fred Turner, formed Bachman-Turner Overdrive in 1971, one of Canada's greatest rock bands. Tim left the band in 1973, while Robbie stayed with them through classic rock mainstays such as You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet and Takin' Care of Business. Robbie died in January 2023 at the age of 69. Tim followed just months later in April 2023. Songwriting genius Brian Wilson was the creative force behind the Beach Boys and one of pop's most influential composers. His groundbreaking work on Pet Sounds and Good Vibrations revolutionized modern recording and harmony. He died in June 2025 of respiratory arrest at the age of 82. Charlie Watts was the longtime drummer for rock and roll legends the Rolling Stones. Known for his steady, rock-solid rhythms on songs like Paint It Black and Gimme Shelter, he is considered one of the greatest drummers of all time. He died of cancer in August 2021 at the age of 80. Christine McVie was part of the magic that made up the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame band Fleetwood Mac, writing and singing many of their songs as well as playing keyboard. Her lovely vocals drove songs including Over My Head, Little Lies, and Everywhere. She died in 2022 after a short illness at the age of 79. Singer and actor Meat Loaf was known for operatic rock epics, including Paradise by the Dashboard Light and I'd Do Anything for Love. He also had memorable movie roles in the Rocky Horror Picture Show and Fight Club. He died in January 2022 at the age of 74. Singer-songwriter Chuck Negron was the lead vocalist and co-founder of Three Dog Night. His soulful vocals provided the backbone of such enduring hits as One, Joy to the World, and an old-fashioned love song. He died of heart failure and COPD in February 2026 at the age of 83. Of all rock and roll's founding fathers, Little Richard was the one who gave the genre its attitude. His joyful shouts in songs like Tutti Frutti and Good Golly Miss Molly pointed the way for generations of rock singers to come. He died in May 2020 of bone cancer at the age of 87. Randy Meisner was a founding member of the Eagles, playing bass and singing backing vocals until his departure from the band in 1977. Meisner is remembered as one of the Eagles' songwriters, co-writing Take It to the Limit and singing lead vocals on the track. He died in July 2023 of COPD at the age of 77. Musicians Jim Seals and Dash Crofts formed the beloved 70s soft rock duo Seals and Crofts. Their hits included Summer Breeze, Get Closer, and Diamond Girl, all of which are still mainstays on classic rock radio. Jim Seals died in June 2022 at the age of 79, and Dash Crofts died in March 2026 of complications from surgery at the age of 87. The Ronettes, led by Ronnie Spector and backed by Nedra Talley and Estelle Bennett, they were legendary hitmakers of the 1960s. Their 1963 smash hit, Be My Baby, is widely considered to be one of the greatest pop songs of all time, with Ronnie being called the original bad girl of rock and roll. Ronnie Spector died of cancer in January 2022 at the age of 78, and Nedra Talley Ross died in April 2026 at the age of 80. Bennett predeceased both in 2009. Songwriter and guitarist Robbie Robertson and keyboardist Garth Hudson were co-founders of the iconic rock group The Band. They were known for classic songs like The Weight, Up on Cripple Creek, and The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down. Robertson died in August 2023 of prostate cancer at the age of 80, and Hudson died in January 2025 at the age of 87. Bob Weir and Phil Lesh were founding members of the Grateful Dead, who remained with the legendary jam band for its entire 30-year career. Weir co-wrote beloved songs like Sugar Magnolia and Playing in the Band, while Lesh co-wrote and sang Box of Rain. The two wrote the classic track Truckin' together with Jerry Garcia. Weir died in January 2026 after fighting cancer at the age of 78, and Lesh died in October 2024 at the age of 84. Superstar vocalist Tina Turner was called the Queen of Rock and Roll thanks to hit songs including Proud Mary, River Deep Mountain High, and What's Love Got to Do with It. Turner is also remembered for her starring role in the movie Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, playing the tough leader of Bartertown, Auntie Entity. She died in May 2023 at the age of 83. Dickie Betts was a founding member of the Allman Brothers Band, best known for writing and singing their hit song Ramblin' Man. Betts is remembered for his unmistakable sound as the band's lead guitarist, winning a Grammy Award for their instrumental Jessica. He died of cancer and pulmonary disease in April 2024 at the age of 80. Sly Stone was the visionary frontman of Sly and the Family Stone, pioneers of funk and psychedelic soul. Their hits, like Dance to the Music and Everyday People, reshaped American popular music and remain influential to this day. He died in June 2025 of COPD at the age of 82. Eric Carmen was the lead singer for the Raspberries, known for power pop hits like Go All the Way and I Want to Be With You. Carmen is also remembered for solo hit songs like All by Myself, Hungry Eyes, and Make Me Lose Control. He died in March 2024 at the age of 74. Legendary musician Jeff Beck was a guitarist for the Yardbirds, the Jeff Beck Group, and others. Beck is widely considered one of the greatest guitarists of all time, earning 6 Grammy Awards and influencing a generation of rockers. He died in January 2023 of bacterial meningitis at the age of 78. Guitarist Rick Derringer was a rock musician and producer whose hits included Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo and Hang On Sloopy with the McCoys. He also played with the Edgar Winter Group and produced albums for other artists including Weird Al Yankovic. He died in May 2025 at the age of 77. Glam rock icon Ace Frehley was the original lead guitarist for the rock band Kiss. Known as the Spaceman, he co-wrote classics like Shock Me and dazzled fans with his theatrical guitar playing. He died in October 2025 of head injuries from a fall at the age of 74. Ozzy Osbourne was the charismatic frontman of Black Sabbath and one of the defining superstars of heavy metal. He was the template for so many metal performers who followed in his footsteps. His solo career and later his reality TV fame made him one of rock music's most recognizable and enduring personalities. He died in July 2025 of a heart attack at the age of 76. David Crosby was one of the best-known figures of the Woodstock generation, performing in 2 iconic American folk rock bands, the Byrds and Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Crosby is remembered for his long list of classic songs including Almost Cut My Hair, Deja Vu, Guinevere, and 8 Miles High. He died in January 2023 at the age of 81. These and so many more great musicians helped create the soundtrack of our lives. Whose music mattered the most to you? Tell us in the comments who else you'd like to see us commemorate. And be sure to share your own memories of these incredible music icons and many others at Legacy.com, where their life stories live on. If you enjoyed this tribute, you can like the video and subscribe to our channel. And to get the most important updates about famous deaths in the news, just go to Legacy.com and click to follow our celebrity obituaries page.